Welcome back. We have some breaking news. A source confirms to CBS News that Jim O'Neill will be the acting director of the CDC. He currently serves as the Deputy Secretary of Health and Human Services. Let's bring in our panel. Violet Jira is a reporter for NOTUS, and Matt Brown covers politics for the Associated Press. Great to see you both. This has been huge news all day. The apparent firing of the CDC director. I mean, Matt, she was just confirmed a month ago. And it's really notable because Bill Cassidy, one of the top Republicans on the panel that confirmed her, had a lot of reservations originally about RFK Jr. He's got some questions about this. I'm curious, in your coverage of Congress, it seems like they come back next week and many might have some more questions too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a situation where we're going to see two institutions get into the executive branch that have been top of mind for this administration, which are the courts and Congress. The adjudication that's probably about to happen is, Senator Bill Cassidy and other Republican leaders have, received promises and other, agreements between them and the administration on, what they're going to be expecting in terms of health policy, especially on vaccines from the CDC and from the HHS Secretary, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. So if some of those agreements, are in dispute or under debate, given the change in personnel, those are going to be some of the questions that you're going to see, especially since the outgoing director said that she will be suing, I believe, over her position.
Yeah, and talking about lawsuits, I mean, Violet, people may forget, but just a few days ago, the big question, the big news story was about the Federal Reserve Board member Cook. She's and her attempted firing by the president. She's in this legal battle now. I'm wondering what this kind of tells us about the Trump administration. I mean, they seem to be gearing up for these kinds of fights.
Right. Yeah. Lisa Cook sued the Trump administration this morning, and tomorrow it will be decided in court whether or not, number one, Trump has the authority to fire her. That's what this court proceeding will be about, and whether or not she gets to keep her job in the interim while she's fighting this battle against the administration.
That's a good point.
I think broadly this can be seen as one of many steps the president has taken to sort of challenge the Fed's independence. We saw earlier this year he was attempting to fire Chairman Powell. He decided not to do that, and this is all in service of what the president wants, which is lower interest rates. So I think this will be a very, very interesting case to follow. There's never been anything like it. He's the first to do it, so something we'll be watching closely.
A lot of questions. It's a really good point about whether she can keep her job in the interim. I do want to talk about this potential that a lot of Trump supporters keep teasing, this idea that he'll run for another term. Of course, we know that he's constitutionally not allowed to. But Gavin Newsom had some interesting thoughts on this. Let's play a little bit of what he had to say.
I don't think Donald Trump wants another election. I have 24 Trump 2028 hats. His folks keep sending me.
And you think he's going to run again?
Don't give me. Who spends $200 million on a ballroom at their home and then leaves the house?
All right, so, this is not a realistic thing at this point, but you never rule anything out in terms of this. What I find interesting, though, Matt, and I'm curious your thoughts, is that Gavin Newsom is really gearing up for potentially to be kind of the challenger against Trump. We're seeing a lot of people try to enter the fray in that way, but I'm curious what you make of what he said there.
I mean, look, Caitlin, the Constitution is very clear on this, that presidents only get 2 terms. That's something that we, the constitutional scholars can get into, but the text is plain as day. What is, I think, important about Newsom highlighting this, though, is that this is a moment when liberals in the Democratic Party are fearing all sorts of things at the moment, and they are really engaging with both the legal and political and social worst-case scenarios for the progressive movement, for the liberal movement in this country. And it really benefits Newsom in this moment to energize people on that, to throw out these hypotheticals that really terrify and alarm his most loyal supporters, which would then, by invoking that and saying, I can help to stop that, or I'm going to be the one to call you to wake up, that will cause people to engage with him more, to rally to him maybe in 2028.
Yeah, maybe throw a little money his way going forward. It's all fundraising, apparently. Violet and Matt, thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it, and we'll stay tuned to your reporting. Thank you.